Now then, welcome to Manor Park. Tim and I are here to do our weekly walkabout. And as we always say, this isn't an in-depth jump into the cars. This is purely just to give you an idea what has arrived this week. Because, you know, we do this on a weekly basis. Nearer the auction, Paul does his deep dive into the cars. We're just giving you a little update of what's around. And give you a flavour for it. But before we go any further, one thing we have to say is when you give us a call or pop in to look at some cars, just double check on our website that the cars are either Southampton, online, or here. We've had a few people have turned up thinking the cars are here at Cheshire. They're not sometimes. They're at either Southampton or they're on our online site. So if you're a little bit unsure, ring us first and we'll tell you where the car is and point you in the right direction so you can go and view the car. So without further ado, Timothy.
Well, welcome back, Jim.
Well, thank you very much.
Nice tan.
Thank you.
Stroke rust.
Thank you, I think.
Let's have a look at this. Maxi.
Maxi.
Okay. The first British 5-door, 5-speed model. Very, very desirable in the day because of, Charlotte? Oh dear, let's try that one instead. There you go. Have a look at the space in there.
Yeah, bags of space.
Some of us might have seen this before.
I have.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the owner didn't get on with it.
Didn't he?
Found the steering a touch heavy for him.
Right,
so it's back in. Of course, no power assisted steering in the day.
Yes.
But a nice example all the same. 55,000 miles showing. In this lovely beige hue with the velour upholstery.
Of the day.
Very of the day, very 70s stroke 80s. It's got the earlier wheel trims on it, it's got the overriders on, so I think it presents very nicely.
I think it's lovely.
And historic, so no tax, no MOT, although the MOT was very recent, only recently ran out in March 25. So no reserve, Jim, on that one. So potential little bargain there for somebody.
Well, that did sell for quite a lot more, didn't
it? It did. Yeah, I think it did 5.
Yeah, a bit more, 6.
Nearly 6. Yeah, nearly 6, I think, on the day.
I remember that.
But Festival of the Unexceptional, I reckon, for that one.
Oof, yes.
Yeah. Now, this one is a rare little beast. This is a re-entry. Didn't quite get to the reserve, Jim. It's an Evante.
Yes.
And it's a Gran Premio. So basically, they only built 9 or 10 of these. It's basically a homage to the Lotus Elan. You can see that round the front here.
You can see there's a bit of everything in it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit MX-5-y, bit MG Midget, MG B, bit Lotus Elan. But the great thing about these, they've got Ford underpinnings. So you've got the Z-Tech 1.8 engine there.
So parts are easy. Repairs are easy.
Absolutely. 5-speed gearbox.
Yep.
Just over 24,000 miles on that one. It's got a ticket till next year. Presents really nicely. Nice alloys on it. £9,000, something like that on that one, which I don't think is a huge amount.
And that's lower than it was last time.
It was, yeah. It's come down by about £1,500.
Wow.
So a potential nice saving there for somebody.
Yeah.
Really nice example.
Yeah.
And then should we wander over here?
Well, we've got the Jaguar, haven't we?
We've got the Jag, haven't we?
Yeah.
So this is a bit of nice kit,
This is a very special Jaguar, as you know. This is a S-Type R.
Right.
So this has got the V8 engine in it.
Okay.
Now, I have to say, again, we had this car, I don't know, 18 months ago maybe.
Okay.
The gentleman's had us fun with it and give us it back to sell, but it didn't sell in the last sale.
Right.
Now, I'm a little bit perplexed by that because this is beautiful.
It's
this
lovely,
is a
isn't it?
very, very nice car.
It's lovely.
You know, you look at an S-Type and they're quite well spec'd anyway, but if you look inside the car, you look at the seats, you look at the trim, the wood, you've got all the performance with the traditional Jaguar.
Yeah.
But there's little telltale signs with it. You've got the wheels, the little badges on the side, the boot spoiler. Just gives you the edge. And if you're sat behind it, obviously the twin tailpipes.
Yes.
So you just know there's something a bit menacing about this car.
There is. And
It's a lovely thing.
It's, certainly M5 performance for not an M5 price.
Well, I think I've said this before about these cars. The M5, as you say, that they could be into the 20s now, this vintage.
Yeah.
And rightly so. When this car was launched, because I remember, people probably don't know this, but I used to work for BMW for a while. And
Did you really, Jim?
Mention that. No.
You know what? I didn't know that.
I'll talk you through it.
Walk me through that.
I'll talk you through it later. But the M5 was the car that led the way. This was up there with the performance, and no one knew it existed.
No.
Which makes it even rarer.
Understated, isn't it?
Yeah. And the technology on the BMW was far greater. But that's not a bad thing because this has got less technology. There's less to go wrong. So as a package, I think this is an amazing machine.
Yeah. Where are we on price on that one then, Jim?
Well, again, the gentleman has reduced it. This is going to be somewhere between £7,000 and £8,000.
Okay.
Which is ridiculous.
That's
really.
great, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all those folks out there, check your books.
Yeah.
Because I reckon that's good value, that.
So do I.
In the present market.
Yeah, and they need to ring the bell once they check the books. That's important.
I suppose they can please themselves, can't they, what they do? But hey-ho, on to this then, Jim.
Yes.
So this is a very nice...
Very, very nice.
Very nice Porsche, but a Targa.
It's a Porsche Targa with a Tiptronic gearbox.
Okay.
It's in a lovely colour.
Yeah.
Beautiful car, isn't it? Everything about this car is correct as from the factory, which is important.
Yeah.
You know, and it's got nice little touches. Porsches are very individual in their specification, but this has got the crest on the wheels. It's got the rear wiper.
Yeah.
I know you might think, ooh, big deal, rear wiper, but it is on a Porsche. So little things like that. And if you look at the inside of it in here, I mean, look at that. What a beautiful place to be
super,
sat,
isn't it?
Isn't it? I mean, look at that. You know, gear change as you expect on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Dashboard's beautiful. The condition, the seats are amazing.
Yep.
It's absolutely beautiful, this
Now,
car.
the key to any Porsche like this, and certainly this age, is the history and the
is.
maintenance. So this one has been well maintained.
It
We've got
has.
lots and lots of service history. 106,000 miles on that one, Jim. MOT through till February 2026.
Very nice.
Just a really well maintained example. Price-wise on that one, where do we need to be, Jim?
I think this is going to be late 30s, early 40s is where the estimate's going to be on it.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that sort of figure. But you know what? These cars now, they're becoming very rare, especially in this condition.
They are, aren't they?
They're becoming very collectible. All that is great, but guess what? It's so usable as well.
is.
And even using this car probably wouldn't harm the price very much, but you'd have so much enjoyment and so much fun. And that's what classic car ownership is about, isn't it? Enjoying the vehicle, having some fun with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, okay,
So does
great.
that.
That's lovely. GTI, quickly?
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah,
GTI.
let's just do the 205 GTI. This is a 1.9 GTI.
It is.
So slight upgrade over and above in terms of power, the 1.6.
Yeah.
This was a project.
It is a project, but that's a good thing as well because most of these have been done or messed with or modified. This is a blank piece of paper.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're showing 90,000 miles on this. We think it was last on the road in 2012.
Right.
So it's been tucked away for 13, 14 years or so.
Okay.
From what we know, it definitely needs a starter motor.
Yes.
It definitely needs a new battery. Plus, I would suggest just going through.
You've got to
front
go
back.
through it.
Needs
You've
a bit
got
of getting
to.
that.
Yeah, a bit of paint work, do those bits and pieces. You've got yourself a proper car there.
Yeah.
And
of
the
course
nice thing about it, it's got the factory sunroof as well.
got the factory sunroof. You've got the correct seats in there as well.
And the red carpets, which they get messed about with and lost.
Yeah.
Needs a bit of love on the seats as well, but the seats are there. They're not ripped. It just needs
Bit of feed,
repainting.
maybe. Yeah.
A bit of feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of colonisation.
So it's got the correct alloys as well for the 1.9.
It has.
And yeah, okay. I think we're just talking to the seller about reserves on that one, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be no reserve.
That's what I'm thinking. That's
I
what
would
I'm
think.
thinking.
So check the website for that one.
Check
and
the
updates.
website. Right.
Let's go and have a look at this Mini over here, Jim, because we've got a re-entry. Again, we've had a chat to the owner. Didn't quite get it to its reserve, so we've lowered the reserve and lowered the estimate.
Yep.
Morris Mini Cooper S Mark II
Yep.
with the Webasto.
Yep.
From what we can find out, it's an authentic Cooper S. It's got the 130 mile an hour speedo, and it's a correct Mark II body shell as well.
Yep. And it looks quite nice sat on, I believe they're Cosmic alloy wheels.
Yeah, they look great.
Very much of the time.
Cosmic 10-inch alloys
10
there.
inch, yeah.
10 inch. It just looks the part, doesn't it?
It does.
We are waiting for the paperwork to come through on this one, but we've lowered the reserve on this, lowered the estimate. So we're looking at somewhere 18, 19, 20, which for a Mark II Cooper S, I think is good value.
So do I.
They have come off a
Everything
little
about
bit.
it. They have come off a little bit, but everything about it is nice. The colour, it's rare in black.
It is very
It's got
rare.
the twin tanks, it's got the speedos, you say.
Yep.
Overriders. It's got a look, hasn't it?
And it's solid as well. So I think at some point in time, this car's had a full hit.
Yeah, I'll say.
I'm not sure it would still be here if it was original.
No.
So it's had looks to have had flaws, certainly. But all the better for that, because it just means that you don't have to do it.
Yes.
So you're buying a solid example there of a Mini Cooper S.
Yeah, and those cars, we had a red one not so long ago. It was £46,000.
Yep,
I seem
it was.
to recall. So,
it was.
you know, the market is the market at the moment, and it's a great time to buy a car.
Yeah. Okay. On to the next then, Jim. So this Alpina.
It is.
Tell me about this one then.
Right, so this is a genuine Alpina.
Yeah.
The reason you can tell that is obviously its appearance, but it's got the number on the dashboard
on the
here,
dash,
and it's
yeah.
number 99. So I think they built 200 of them.
Okay.
This is number 99.
Yeah.
What Alpina did, they took a BMW off the factory line, they took it away, and they made it into an Alpina. So they scratched out. Some people look at the chassis numbers under the bonnet and think, oh, it's been scored out, which it has. But then Alpina put their own chassis number in,
Right.
which coincides with its number.
Okay.
So the chassis number on this ends in 99, as does that, but the paperwork also authenticises what this is.
Okay.
So it's in Titan silver, black leather.
Yeah.
It's got the Alpina stripes, the Alpina wheels. It's the 3.4. It is a B3 S, which is the one to have. So that's
B3 S. Okay.
that's the daddy, if you wish.
Yep.
And what I like about Alpinas over M3s are wonderful things, but they're usually on or off. There's no middle ground, which is fine.
Yep.
But the Alpina gives you the performance all the way through. So you can poodle around Sainsbury's car park, or
Yep.
you can be on the Autobahn doing, I believe, 184 mile an hour these, because they were de-restricted.
Well, the speedo says 180 there.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see
I
that,
don't want to see that if I'm sat in it. But some people probably have or will. But great car. Now, this, again, is the re-entry.
Yeah.
Again, it beggars belief why it didn't sell. The vendor is also having it MOT'd on Tuesday.
Right.
So the MOT is expiring in late June.
Okay.
So it's going for an MOT next Tuesday. So it'll have a full MOT on it when it goes through the sale.
Okay.
And
Super.
it's been reduced as well. So I think it was 10 to 12 last time. I think now it's 8 to 10.
Right. Okay.
So there we
So
are.
plenty of go for the buck there, isn't there? I would say with that.
And it has a hardtop.
And the hardtop as well.
I've just seen the thing on the dashboard.
Yeah,
there.
brilliant.
So it
Okay.
comes with a factory hardtop.
So good buy for somebody there, I think.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Charlotte. Let's have another look around here. I think we can go outside.
I
Jim.
think we can.
Let's go outside.
Let's
'cause
go outside.
There's a very nice British classic lurking outside
Ooh.
in a lovely hue of blue, as they say.
Now, is that Tahiti blue?
Well, it's either Tahiti blue or pageant blue. I'm not quite sure, but
Pageant. No, I
it's
think-
very blue, whatever it is. Whatever it is. So what we've got here is a 1977 Stag. It's had a full hit, Jim.
I can tell.
It's got new paint. The engine's been rebuilt. It's got a very, very nice second-hand hood.
Yep.
So mohair hood.
Yep.
Brand new alloys on it as well.
I heard them say that. So I thought, where did
Yeah.
you get brand new
new
wheels
alloys,
for this?
yeah.
That must have cost a quid.
That's
penny.
and the great thing is that the parts availability is still good for cars like this.
Yeah.
It's great work's been done as well. Nice extras on it.
You've taken the words out of my mouth
Yeah.
there.
So a really nice example. You got the correct stripes down the side as well, which is nice to see. It's a very late one actually. I think the latest Stags I've seen are T-Regs.
Yes, it is. And it's the manual gearbox with the overdrive works,
Yeah.
as the vendor tells us. Nice in there. So it's all there as they go. Original engine.
yeah.
Oh, I think he did say he's changed the carburetor, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Just to make
He
it
did.
run better. So it
Just
runs very well.
But they've also upgraded the cooling as well, which is
They
important.
have. They've increased the cooling. And he drove it here
He
today.
drove it here, yeah.
So, you know, it's
Yeah.
a small distance to us as well, with no issues at all.
No issues.
So,
Yep.
that's
So price-wise on that one, Jim, it's got a ticket on it as well to next year.
yeah.
Price-wise, we're looking at 12, 13, 14, something like that.
Value, isn't
which
it?
I think is great value.
It is for a rebuilt Stag.
Yeah, definitely. It cost you more than that to do it.
Yeah, and
wouldn't
I
it?
believe the underneath is very, very
The
nice.
underneath
It's
is
had new floor
lovely.
pans and things, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So over to this little Mini next, Jim.
Okay.
So, right, this might not look much, but I assure you, this is one rare little car.
Bit like yourself.
Heidi, full of patina.
Yes.
So this Mini is actually a very late classic Mini. It's on an X-Reg. It's a 2000. They built just over 370 Mini 7s. And this is
Okay.
what this is. So they did them in red, did them in white, and they did them in black. This is a red one, solar red. It's a correct Mini 7. It's sat on the 12-inch pepper pots.
Yep.
Matching tyres all round. Interesting tail with this one. it is unfortunately a Cat D, but that was some time ago. That was 2006, I think, 2007.
Yeah.
Front end, round here somewhere, we understand, from the owner.
Okay.
So he repaired it and he's run it for the last 20 years or so.
You can't be wrong.
Getting it MOT'd, he's run it. He's done 40,000 miles in it over the last 20 years or so.
Wow.
So you can see there, it's a proper Mini 7 interior. You get the colour-coded dash, you get the steering wheel, and this harks back to the 1959
the original Austin 7.
The original Austin 7.
Yep.
So it's all there. I think cosmetically, it just needs getting out.
Yeah.
It's a red car, so naturally over the years, there's paint fade, there's some lack of peel, there's some rust in the normal Mini groft areas
places.
Well. So A-panels need doing. Doors are just starting to go as well. But it's 55,000 miles. It's got an MOT on it. Yes, there is a Cat D, but it's no reserve.
It doesn't matter, does it?
It's no reserve.
It doesn't matter.
And you could use that as it is, or you could improve it over time, whatever you wanted to do, really.
It's got that shabby chic look, hasn't it?
Very shabby chic.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I think if it was me, I'd run it for the rest of the summer and maybe get at it in the winter.
I think so.
Have some fun with it in the summer.
I think so. And it's driven to is 30 miles or so.
So
So that's a nice little Mini.
Right.
This is a super example here. So what we've got here, Jim, is a Mark II Cooper.
Right.
But it's not any old Mark II Cooper because this has been completely rebuilt.
I was just going to say, this is a little bit different, isn't it?
It is a little bit different. So both exterior, interior and engine. So it was done by a guy called Graham O'Connell, who's very big in Ireland, or was very big. Unfortunately, he's passed away now. But he was a renowned Mini restorer.
Okay.
So we think this was done 2010, 2011, 2012 time.
Yep.
It presents wonderfully well. I've driven this. Now, we think the engine's been played with. Unfortunately, the vendor hasn't got any documentation about what's been done. But the way this thing goes says to me that that is not a standard 998.
Okay, well, you being our Mini expert, you would be very much aware of that. But look at the side on that, isn't it?
Yeah,
beautiful?
You've got a straight gut gearbox in there.
Yeah.
They've upgraded it to 130 mile an hour speedo as well.
Yeah.
We've got twin tanks as well, which is interesting.
So they've tried to give it the S look, haven't
Trying to give it the S look.
Yeah.
You've got these lovely reclining seats.
Reclining,
They would
which is unusual on a Mini.
They would have been fixed originally, but these are an optional extra in the day. I'm guessing these are aftermarket, but they look the part.
They do.
Definitely.
I'll say.
It's just a super example. It's come across from a guy over in Northern Ireland.
Yep.
So it's still on the Northern Ireland reg, but originally it come from a garage in Wolverhampton.
Okay.
So it was originally on a G or H reg. H reg, I think.
Yep. Okay.
Snowberry white, black roof.
Yep.
Very nice. 15, 16, something like that, we think, is what it's going to go for.
Value, isn't it?
Substantially less than what it will cost to restore one.
Yeah.
And I know.
You've done it.
I've done it, and I know how much these cost to restore.
Yeah, you're still limping, aren't you?
I am still limping. A very big limp. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. So it's got a MOT on it as well, an Irish MOT, and it's only done 5,000 miles since the resto.
Wow.
So, but it's just great. I really love that
So
car.
the fact that it's from Northern Ireland means it's UK.
Yes.
So well, you could leave it on that plate.
You could leave it on plate, or you could apply for the old reg, I guess, if it hasn't been reallocated. But just a lovely example of that.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, great stuff.
You can see under the arches and everything. You can just see it's right, can't you?
It's dead right.
Yeah,
it's dead right.
Okay.
What's next? So the Lotus here then.
Yeah.
So this has come to us from a friend of the business.
As from Matt, isn't it?
Hello to Matt out there.
Hi, Matt.
So this is his Lotus Elan Plus 2 S130. So it's the big valve.
Yeah.
Very sorted car. We took this to Tatton over the weekend.
I believe so.
So hello to everybody that came to say hello in the wet. While you were sunning yourself, Jim, in your mankini. We were working in the rain.
Drinking mojitos.
Drink mojitos. Oh, right. Well, how very nice for you.
But I was thinking about you.
So yeah, it's a lovely example. Early 70s. Very well presented. Drives lovely. Drives as it should actually.
It's nice.
Yes, I drove this. I drove this the other day, and it just feels really well sorted.
Yeah. I've got to say, I've always been a fan of these, only because of the extra leg space over the standard.
Yeah.
I like the shape. I think they've done very well to give it 4 seats.
Yeah, they have.
The squeeze
4 seats in there.
I've always had a passion for
so
these.
2+2, that one. I think we're looking at somewhere around 15, 16, 17,000 pounds, like somewhere like that.
That's nice.
One.
And it looks good in white as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks super. It looks super. Couple of cars over here, Jim.
Yes.
So let's go and have a look. So we've got this Merc here. So this is the 320 state, obviously.
A W124. Now
W124.
These are probably deemed to be one of the best built Mercedes there was.
Yes.
They were proper.
Yeah.
As they say, these were built by engineers, not accountants.
Yeah.
These are great cars.
Which is why there's so many that's left still.
There is, but they're just workhorses, aren't they?
Workhorse. You've got the extra seats in the back there, Jim.
And still bags of space as well.
Loads of space.
Yeah.
Loads of go as well, because it's got the 3.2 litre 6-cylinder engine there.
It has.
Most of these are diesel, of course, so this is a petrol that makes it a little bit
rarer, a bit more desirable as well, probably.
Yeah.
But it's got the factory sunroof, it's got the leather, as you say, it's got the wood trim.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely thing. And the roof rack as well.
Roof rack as well.
Yeah, which is lovely.
So it needs a little bit getting at in various places, and it needs a fresh MOT on it.
Yeah.
So it's being sold as a quasi kind of project, but as a result of that, it's a no reserver.
Well, I've got to say, that does surprise me, because I've seen these do 10, 12, 13,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And do you know what I like about these? There's a little design tweak. It's not many cars. You see lots of cars that have roof bars.
Yes.
Not unusual. But what you don't see is the protection with the roof in the middle.
Yeah.
Only Mercedes did that.
Yes.
So everyone does these. That's not unusual.
That's a good spot, that.
Yeah.
Good spot, that.
And that's what makes Mercedes back then better and different from the rest of the world.
Super, that.
It is, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, a little bit of paint needed at the front there, and like we say, bit of getting that, but no reserve, like we say. On to this. Now, we see lots of MGBs here.
We do.
In fairness, I've not seen one as straight and as honest as this one. So this is inky yellow. It's a late 70s one, but boy, oh boy, is it solid. And the reason for that is because we know it was rust-proof from new. So we've actually got the certificate from 1978 when it was rust-proof.
Makes all the difference.
Yeah. It's showing us just 2 previous owners. The mileage is 40,000. We think that's right. Look at the MOT history and look at all the documentation. We think that mileage is correct. And certainly the condition of it would say that is correct.
It would, wouldn't it? And again, you look inside there, it's completely factory standard, which is a big thing. It's factory
standard. You've still got the original seats.
Yeah.
I mean, high mileage cars, this material just disintegrates.
It does.
But it's actually pretty good.
It is, isn't it? Period radio again.
Period radio as well.
You just look at it and you think, yeah, okay.
You've got door mirrors, you've got wing mirrors, you've got the chrome mesh on the headlights as well. You've got a couple of AA badges peeking through there, through the front there.
Yeah.
The nice thing as well, you've got this. So
I just noticed that.
MG owners.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
That's always a good sign, isn't it, Jim?
Yeah. And when you look at it from the front, the colour is striking. It's great.
It is.
As you say, the driving lamps, which are Lucas, which are very much at the time.
Yeah.
It's just nice, isn't it?
It's just a nice thing now.
Standard.
Now, we've reserved that. Well, we've guided it somewhere around 5.5, 6, 6.5, something like that.
Yeah.
I think by rights it should do more. Because you go out and try and find a low mileage, low owners MG in that nick. And I've seen them for 9, 10 grand. So
more.
Maybe more.
I've seen them in early teens.
And the colour
is just unusual and striking, isn't it? If you have a sports car.
Yeah. I love the colour. I think, definitely we've noticed rubber bumpers appreciating in value, haven't we? Both BGTs and Bs.
Yeah.
So the gap between the chrome bumper ones and the rubber is closing, definitely.
Absolutely.
But that's a little beauty, that one. I like that one.
And you can make a car nice, but what you can never do is give it 2 previous owners and low mileage.
No, absolutely.
You can never do that.
With some history as well. We've got some history as well.
So that makes that car, its background is great.
Yeah, it is. Right. Okay, then. I think we are done, Jim, unless anything has crept in behind us.
It could have done, but we can do that next week.
We can do that next week. I can't see anything that immediately kind of hits me. No. Right, okay. Right. Well, should we do a little bit of a bit of a wrap? Should we tell people what we think we're getting in next week?
Should we walk in and go out the wing? That's the way to us.
Get it cut.
No, not get it cut. I like the hair like this. Makes me look younger. As opposed to you looking older with no hair.
Okay.
Right then. Well, as we walk in here, we'll show you something.
Oh, yes.
Come and have a look at this, Charlotte. If you look over there, you might think, oh, we're empty. We're not. We've just had all our floors cleaned, and you want to see it now. It's spectacular. Nice and shiny. It's lovely.
Yeah.
So when you come and see us at our sale on the 19th of June for the cars and the 18th of June for the bikes, we'll have a nice new shiny floor for you to look at.
We will. We will.
So what have we got coming in that we know of?
What have we got? What have we got coming in? So, in no particular order.
Well, that was very TV.
It was a bit, wasn't it?
That.
Tim off the
You've been watching Eurovision, haven't you?
I've been watching Brucey. Oh,
God almighty.
Sorry, here we go. Right then, on to the next. So, barn find.
Can I go on holiday again?
A barn find, stroke garage find, Cavalier Mark 1 1600L, family owned since new. Saloon, beige.
Beige.
21,000 miles. Last on the road 25 years ago. So that will need a little bit of recommissioning, safe to say, but find another one.
Well,
find another one. Bonkers.
Yeah.
The interior, I've seen the car, I've seen the interior, it's mint. The interior is mint. It's unbelievable.
There you go.
So yeah, so that's a good one. Peugeot 309 GTI, but with a twist.
Was that the red one?
It's the red one with the MI16 engine.
Yeah, I know all about that.
From the 406.
Yeah.
A very nice 5-door V8 Range Rover Classic, late one on a J.
Yeah.
That one's been completely restored.
That's the one that comes of our friend Damien who had the
That's it.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yeah.
You've got a Porsche coming in, I think, of a Carrera 4S.
No, that's not me. I think it's Damien.
Okay. We've also got 2 Golf GTI campaigns.
We have.
Coming in.
Yeah.
So why have one when you can have 2?
Yeah. Greedy, but why not?
Greedy. Mercedes-Benz 230CE.
Yes, the original shape.
Nice. DB7.
Yeah. Aston Martin DB7. Very low mileage, beautiful colour, metallic red. It's
unusual.
Very, but there's never been a better time to buy an Aston.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, so plenty to come.
And this is what we know about.
Yeah, that's what we know about.
There's a lot more coming our way.
Yeah.
Just, as we talk now, there's probably people ringing in, speaking to the guys of cars that are coming in. So, yeah, keep looking at the website. Keep talking to us. Keep offering us cars, because whilst we're 5 weeks away, are we?
Yeah, 5 weeks. Yeah.
We've still got plenty of time to get more cars in, and we will. As ever, we'll have 100+ cars. So, yeah, keep talking to us. And don't forget to check the website if you see something, whether it's Southampton, whether it's online, whether it's us guys here in Cheshire.
Yeah.
But if you're unsure, give us a call and we'll point you in the right direction.
See you soon.
Bye for now.